Ryan Anderson. I've got a beautiful guest speaker here with me tonight with some great news, a lot of excitement, great things going on. Can't wait to share it with you guys. Welcome to the WWT, our weekly webinar training. Tonight's topic is our compensation plan. This is actually a series of 3 that we do on our compensation plan. We talked about the upfront fast cash. Last month we talked about the residual pay. Tonight we're going to be talking about one of my favorite topics, which is your leadership pay, which is when we start talking about building a legacy and building a future, leadership pay is a huge, huge part of that. And so without further ado, I'm just going to jump right in. We've got a lot to cover in a short amount of time to get there. I want to first of all thank each and every one of you guys for coming out tonight. Whether you're in the Isle of Man, I love Hans coming on. He supports all of our calls and webinars. Excuse me, no matter what time, day, night, weekends they are. I love it. I love all of you guys. Thank you so much for coming on these calls and these webinars. It means a lot. Hopefully they're giving you something that you can get a lot out of and that you can turn around and share with your teams and potential prospects. And like I said, we've got a lot of great things talking about tonight. So without further ado, I want to start off with one of my favorite quotes. If you really want to do something, you'll find a way. If you don't, you'll find an excuse. The one and only Jim Rohn. You know, as we start talking about building a legacy and building a future, you know, if you really want to do something, you'll find a way, you know, but if you don't, you'll find an excuse. And, you know, sometimes I think that each and every one of us has to battle those excuses in our heads. You know, it's a lot, it's really easy to come up with excuses. It's really easy to come up with reasons as to why we aren't able to do the things that we want to do. But now, remember, it's just as easy to make a decision to talk yourself out of something as it is to talk yourself into something. And so I know that each and every one of you would not be on this call tonight, this webinar, whether you're listening in on your phone or you're watching on your computer, or you're at a friend's house watching this. I don't care where it is in the world. I want you guys tonight, as we're talking about the leadership pay, I want you to make that decision, make that commitment. Find a way. Do not make an excuse. Find a way to help yourself get that leadership get that leadership pay. No excuses. Get that leadership pay. And so, without further ado, I want to introduce you guys. She is no stranger to Xango. In fact, she is a big part of Xango. She is a big part of the foundation here. She is the heartbeat of Xango. She is, everybody, to know her is to love her. So without further ado, let's welcome to the call the one and only beautiful Kelly Allred, our Director, I put Director of Sales, Distributor Relations, Director of all things awesome and amazing. Everybody just absolutely loves Kelly Allred. You know, I don't think that maybe some people know your story, some people don't know your story, but Kelly is so good at what she does that when Xango was starting, one of the early distributors, one of our 500Ks, Mr. Ray Herron, made it an absolute must that Kelly Allred be a part of Xango because he'd worked with her before and knew how amazing she was. And so, Kelly, welcome to our WWT again. How are you?
Fabulous. Thank you for that.
Nice.
Nice.
Yes.
Very nice of you.
Well, we are blessed to have Kelly as part of the team. So with that, Kelly, you've got some really good information, some good stats. We rolled out the Power of 3 on March 3rd. As those of you that are on Facebook and following some of the social media, Kent Lewis posted some really fun statistics and looking at what the overall company is doing and showing what that's doing. So Kent Wood posted that earlier in the week, so definitely go out there and take a look at that. But, Kelly, if you would, I wanted to highlight some of the individuals that are here and have some of those individuals be recognized because of some of those statistics that we're seeing around the world is definitely showing up here. So, Kelly, if you would, take it away, share some of those statistics and share some of those highlights, if you would, please.
I have so many, and I've been posting them. I try to do a couple of good ones, good news on Facebook a couple of times a day. So, but some of the ones that that stand out, and again, there's so many. I have Chris Call, who's already surpassed his volume from last month. He came to 2 Go premieres. He's already up in his volume. Amazing. Mary Lou Seymour, another one. She was at a Go Premier, already surpassed her volume from last month. Already, and so...
And we're only, what, the 14th of the month? So AutoShip is running right now?
Yes,
so
it's
wow.
posted.
It's posted, nice.
So that's going to climb, absolutely. We have Natasha Leitsman, who's our top enroller for Canada. I mean, she's killing it with enrollments in Canada. Top enroller for USA, we have John Pearson, Nils Peterson, Marian Saleya. She's at 9 this month.
Already. On the 15th, she's already got 9 new recruits. Wow.
Yes, in a little town that she's recruiting.
Wow.
The stats are amazing. We got Rebecca Schweitzer, which is one of my very favorite people, very favorite girls, and I had to stand her up on a call today so I could kind of get through some of these stats, but she's up 138%
wow.
in group volume, 500% in her group sponsoring. Zach Babcock up 100% in group sponsoring. Troy Parker 600% in group sponsoring.
So we're halfway through the month.
Halfway. My point is stuff is happening. It's happening so fast, so quick, so much energy. People are doing all the right activity, and it's attracting them. So keep it up. I'll keep these numbers rolling. It's great to see, great to hear. Congratulations. The business is awesome.
Absolutely. And it's incredible to be able to see and be a part of that and to be able to experience that. So congratulations to each and every one of you. And I know, Kelly actually just didn't have enough time really to go through the list of all of the good things that were happening. Many more. She just grabbed some of the individuals that are on the call tonight and on the webinars to be able to highlight some of those things. So congratulations. And I know that we've got some leaders on the call. So you leaders, is really great to reach out to your teams. I know that you guys are doing this and seeing this, but being able to see and encouraging those people that are doing great things on your team. So, it's been fun since March 3rd. I mean, it's amazing to me that we're already halfway through May. We have a historic event happening tomorrow night with the launch of the AMP app. I'll talk a little bit about that here in just a little bit. But, there's just so many things happening here at corporate. It's just fun to see and experience and fun to see the power of 3. I've seen a lot of messages, Kelly, telling that you happy birthday. And so she's 21, everybody, in case you're asking. She's 21 again, right?
That's right.
Exactly. So happy birthday. Everybody loves you. Happy birthday. Thanks for doing that. So let's just dive in, if we could. Let's dive in and look at the compensation plan, and we start talking about leadership pay. I just want to give kind of an overview of what we talked about before: network marketing, business model, just straight to the consumer, direct to the consumer. Hence the term direct sales, network marketing, networking, because we network. That's everything that we do. I went and saw a movie over the weekend. It was because a friend recommended it. I went to a restaurant after the movie. It was because a friend recommended it. It's all about network marketing is networking. It's not necessarily what we know in life, unfortunately. It's kind of who we know in life, right? So network marketing, business model, those of you who know, I know that a lot of you are getting friends and prospects on these calls and individuals that you're sharing the Xango opportunity with. And so I just want to give a little bit of a recap so you guys can see this. Xango's plan, it's a unilevel plan. Why? Because I believe it's one of the easier builds in the industry. I also believe it's one of the most fair plans. It pays infinity width, 9 levels deep, 3 ways to win. There's retail. You can buy wholesale, sell retail, customers, and building customers as well as building a team. Fast cash, we've talked about on one of the earlier webinars. And again, all of these webinars can be listened to again if you go to Xango.com, click on the WWT link in the bottom right-hand corner. It's going to take you to all of these recordings as well. Those of you early adapters who are on the My Xango Builder platform can go into the training platform, and all of these webinars are also hosted there. So fast cash, residual pay, and tonight we're going to talk about the leadership pay. But just really quickly, we've cracked the code. Our plan is simple, it's very generous, it's global, and most importantly, it's rewarding. A lot of times in life when we're looking at making a decision, we ask ourselves 2 questions. 1, can I do it? And 2, is it worth it? And, the reality is if we can answer yes to both of those questions, we can go out and build a massive business. We can go out and build a legacy. We can go out and build a future. And I truly believe that our compensation plan is rewarding. It is absolutely rewarding. I'll share some fun statistics here. But let me just dive into that. Fantastic figures, Xango statistics. We have over 100 millionaires and over 40 multi-millionaires. And, even further, we look at Xango's helped out that number is now over 175,000. I need to update this. Over 175,000 individuals, not multiple individuals multiple times earning the $1,000 or more in a single month, and Xango's helped more than over 250,000 people earn $500 or more in a single month. And so when you look at those statistics, you can answer that question very simply, yes. The plan is very rewarding. It is very, it's simple, it's easy, it's duplicatable. So let me just dive into really quickly some fun statistics, or some fun when we start talking about the leadership pay. What does that mean? So the fast cash is money that we get right out of the gates. These are money that we've put in place to be able to help grow and to help get your businesses off to a fast start, to help get some things going, and get going from that perspective. The other thing that we're looking at is the fact that there is the residual pay. That's when we start building a team and we start looking at that. That's what, you do the work once, you get paid on it multiple times, and that's what we're doing as far as building a legacy. And tonight I want to talk about the leadership pay. Because if I do the business correctly and I start through the compensation plan and I get good and I understand the fast cash, and then from the fast cash, if I do that principle and I learn it and I start doing it over and over and over again, what's going to happen is it's going to lead me into the residual pay. Because as I'm bringing people into the business, both customers and distributors, I'm getting the fast cash, but I'm building a team, which ultimately leads to building the residual pay as you start building the team. And as you start building your team bigger, that's when the leadership pay comes into effect, which I absolutely love, Kelly. And some of these things are new since I've come back to Xango, which makes our plan even that much more rewarding and exciting, which is absolutely phenomenal.
Leadership pay is your residual.
Yes,
that's what
yes.
you get when you retire, even.
Yes,
that's your customers or your distributors that's been ordering for months and months and months. Your residual is so important.
Yes.
Leadership pay for sure.
Absolutely. So the leadership pay, the first one I've got up here is drive your own dream. There's definitely companies in the industry that will push you towards black BMWs, white Lexuses, or pink Cadillacs. But with Xango, I love what we're doing here. We've made that entry into getting your own dream, driving your own dream a lot earlier. Now, what does that mean? What if I grew up in horse and carriage country? My drive my own dream could be a horse and carriage.
Right.
It could be a jet boat. Mm-hmm. It could be, it could be a car. This drive your own dream bonus, I don't have to have a lease. Nope. I don't have to have a payment. In fact, I actually recommend at some of these lower levels at $5K that they should be putting that money towards debt, paying off credit card debt, putting it towards their mortgage, buying them a little bit of security, and you can do that here. So this is a monthly bonus that's paid in addition to the standard commissions, which is your unilevel, your residual pay. It's available as early as a $5K and with as little as $10,000 in group volume. That means your team, like within group volume, right? This $10,000, it's a true lifestyle bonus that you get to use as you see fit. Education, transportation, inspiration, it's your call. And this is something that we're going to pay you as a 5K, as early as a 5K, $400 a month. And then when I get to a premier, I'm going to get $600 a month. And as a 200K and above, I'm going to get an additional $800. Now, all three of these bonuses are in addition to our unilevels, our residual pay, and our fast cash, and some of the other bonuses that I'm going to talk about, some of the other leadership pay principles here in just a little bit. This is something that every one of you, I'm looking at names of the people that are dialed in on the webinar. The majority of you have already qualified for these and are getting these, right? But now that you're qualified and you're getting that, your focus should be on getting to that next level, right? Getting from 400 to 600, 600 to 800. But as well, think about that. What would an additional $400, $600, or $800 a month mean to somebody in your life right now?
Right.
And somebody on your team? How can we help those individuals experience what we're experiencing? How can we help those individuals drive their dream? And so it's really important for us here at Xango that we have a ton of people. And again, our ultimate goal through our compensation plan is we want 1 million thousandaires. We want 1 million people, right? I want Kelly to get on the next WWT, and I want her to read 1 million names of people that are earning $1,000 or more. Can you do that, Kelly?
I
we
could.
Do that? Can you do that in 30 minutes?
I can memorize it.
You can do it in 30 minutes. She'll memorize it. She's that smart. But this is the Drive Your Dream bonus, 5K with just 10,000 points. You know, I've seen people in our industry that are doing that have car programs that are forcing you into a white Lexus or something like that is double that, to be able to do that. So literally,
can I
yes,
add to
please.
that?
Yes.
So really what also makes us unique is that in some of the other companies is that if you don't lease a car, they only give you half of it. Or they only give you a percentage of it.
Yep.
We do not do that. We
Right.
do the full amount, and it's actually unique to our company. So it's a good.
In fact, at the smaller levels, at the $400 a month, I almost would prefer you didn't get into a car payment or a lease. Unless it's a minivan, right? Unless you're that mom that's got 12 kids that you need to drive around and you need a car, great, let's do that. If that's your dream, drive a minivan. But the reality is that, we don't want people going out and getting in debt. We don't want people going out and saying, oh, I get in a car bonus, I'm going to lose half of it if I don't go get in debt. We want you paying off debt. This is about building a legacy, building a future, getting you financial security. This is what this is about.
We don't want to penalize you if you don't want to get a car.
Absolutely. Yep. Now, Kelly, at the beginning of this call, I had you come on and you were talking about some statistics about some people rank advancing, some people, their businesses are growing. Now, Xango, which I absolutely love, this was not a part of the original plan. Like, this is a huge enhancement. These last two things were a huge enhancement, which is an opportunity for individuals who are going out there and building some of those leadership ranks to actually get a little extra money, like get incentivized to be able to do that, to be able to help that. So at the title of 20K, so you've got 1K, 5K, 20K, and then you get to Premier and 100K, 200K, 500K, we're actually going to pay you a bonus for rank advancing, again, above and beyond your Fast Start bonuses, your Fast Cash, your Unilevels, your Drive Your Dream bonus. This is in addition to this. So, at any time, from the time you join to any time, you go to 0 to, nobody's ever a 0, but from the starting point to 20K, we're going to give you a $3,000 bonus. But if you do it within 6 months of joining, we're going to give you $5,000. Wow, how cool is that? Premier, you're going to get a trip for 2, and if you do that within a year of joining, you're going to get a trip for 2 plus $3,000. And then at 100K, you're going to get $10,000. But if you do that within 2 years, 24 months, we're going to give you $25,000. Wow. And then at 200K, you're going to get $25,000 bonus anytime. Anytime. Whether you signed up 12 years ago or not, you become a 200K for the first time, we're going to give you $25,000. But if you do that within 3 years, 36 months of joining, we're going to give you $50,000. And as a 500K, anytime we're going to give you $50,000. But if you do that within 4 years, we're going to give you $100,000. Now, Kelly, we paid out some of these bonuses, obviously.
Right.
What's that like for some of these people getting some of that money? Like, that's huge, right? We just had some
Absolutely.
people, in Portland, just hit Premier up there in Portland, Oregon. We've got some teams that are hitting these brand new 20K ranks, and, we're going to have
upcoming teams that are going to be hitting 20K here shortly.
Absolutely.
So we're going to be paying out a bunch of money. But the good thing about this is that most of the, when you hit 20K, you're already getting your Drive Your Own Dream, and you get a $900 raise. That's including the $3,000 bonuses that's paid out instantly.
Yep.
Instantly. When was the last time you got a $900 raise per month at your job?
Yeah.
Per month.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of money, and it's life-changing. People are absolutely changing lives with this money.
Absolutely. I love it. Absolutely love it. So, rank advancement bonuses. Again, we're not making excuses. We're going to find a way to make it happen. I want you guys to look at this list and see what is the next level for me. What's the next level that I can get to because I want that bonus? And then I want you to visualize it. I want you to think to yourself, okay, what could I do with that $3,000 bonus or $5,000? What could I do with that $10,000 or $25,000? Oh my gosh, that trip for two, that really cool trip for two. I mean, Thailand, right? We've gone to Thailand. We've done the elephant rides. We've done the monkey shows. We've done the, mangosteen coming out our ears because we eat it so much. I've never got invited on that trip. Kelly, you've been on that trip. What's that trip like?
Oh my gosh, it's amazing.
Yeah.
It's indescribable.
You got the tattoos to prove it, right?
I do.
Yeah, exactly. No, it's an incredible trip. Fun, exciting, awesome. Make that a commitment. Make that a goal. Don't make any excuses. We're going to go out and get those rank advancement bonuses. Now let's talk about the next one, Kelly. I love this one. The iBonus pool, as early as a 1K. Now this is something I've never seen done in the industry before. But as early as a 1K in our compensation plan, you can start earning bonuses from global customer volume. What does that mean? What is that? Global customer volume. What is that?
That's in our 43 countries, every single customer that comes in, there's a percentage put in these pools set aside. Now, everybody knows that we have the premier and above global bonus pools.
Which I'm going to get to. Don't spoil it. Don't do the spoiler alert.
But these are for 1Ks, 5Ks, and 20Ks, which in the industry is actually unheard of.
Absolutely.
To do
that early.
Profit sharing.
That early.
Yeah.
And that's really what it is, guys. It's a profit sharing. Those global bonus pools you get to participate in when you're getting paid on people that aren't even in your team, even in your structure, in your organization. You can get paid on somebody from Taiwan that you don't even know who they are, right? How cool is that?
Yeah.
So at 1K, you have qualifications. You have to have a 200 auto ship. You have to have a minimum of $1,000 in volume, and the amount of the global commission volume is 3%. At a 5K, 200 AP, 2,500 in volume, you're going to get both of those, the 3% plus the 1%, right? 4%? No, 1% of the next level, though, right?
5K pool.
The 5K pool, yes. And then at 20K pool, 200, 2,500 in I volume.
Yes.
And then I'm going to get 1% of that. And so those pools keep getting bigger and bigger, right?
They're huge. Let me give you some average.
Yeah, please do. Please.
So at a 1K, and that's because the pool is pretty big and a lot of people are participating in it, your average check is about $100 that you get extra, okay?
Yep.
So that's not nothing necessarily to brag about. However, hit 5K, that average check for your global bonus, $700 extra on top of all the other things that you name off. So that's extra $700 a month on top of everything else. 20K, it comes in, it varies within, but it's anywhere between $1,200 and $1,400 average what a person would make. Average person, if you hit 20K and you're hitting the pools, you get a $1,200 to $1,400 raise on top of your rank advancement, on top of your drive your own dream, on top of your unilevel. So those pools are nothing to laugh at.
Oh, absolutely. It's huge. It's huge. It's money, and it's low-hanging fruit. It's very
underutilized,
absolutely,
too.
Yeah. So, I mean, I know what you would do with an extra $700. I mean, we're talking a Louis Vuitton handbag, right? Like that's what you would do. Absolutely. But for me, that's that's a couple of car payments. That's rent for certain people. That's these are huge opportunities for us. And as we're talking about this stuff, some of this stuff you guys already know. But for some of you that are brand new, you don't know this. But the thing that we're reiterating, and the reason why we keep training and talking about our compensation plans and the three elements of the fast cash, residual pay, and leadership pay, is we want you guys to go around. These are huge recruiting tools. This is a recruiting tool. Not only do you have the potential to put this money in your pocket, it's low-hanging fruit. You should. Don't make an excuse. Go make it happen, right? But the reality is not only is it low-hanging fruit, this is an opportunity for you to literally go and use this as a recruiting tool. This is how simple it is to make money with this company. Not only is it rewarding, not only is it something that that I can achieve, but I can also teach other people to do it. And as I teach other people to do it, thus comes the leadership pay, which is awesome. Now let's talk about the final one. Now this is something that was put into place from the very get-go, from the brainchild of our one and only Gordon Morton and our Ron Otterstrom and the founders here. This is something that, again, Kelly used the word to mention talking about the global bonus pools, right? Talking about some of those things. And you used the word profit sharing. Care to elaborate?
Yes, I would love to.
Okay.
So basically, for the premier rank, I mean, everybody, all of these ranks are put into this pie, and depending on your percentage on there, you get a piece of that pie. This pie is divided up into between how many people are in the pool. It's basically a profit sharing for premiers and above on this particular subject. I mean, it's amazing how that works. There's a lot of money in here. You will see this money in these global bonuses are absolutely huge. The ones that I gave out for 1K, 5K, you know, those are big money, but these ones are fast.
I mean, we're talking
cash.
We're talking six.
Oh,
figures.
we're hundreds of thousands of dollars in those.
Yeah.
In those
a month.
People are making.
And that's something that's changed since the last time I was here, right? Is now we pay out the global bonus monthly. Right? Instead of waiting quarterly. So huge opportunity here, guys. And again, this is something that truly makes this rewarding for you and your team and your organizations to be able to participate in the global bonus pool. Now, I'm watching the clock here, and so I want to make sure that I'm mindful of your time. So just to recap really quickly, we've got from a leadership perspective, we got your Drive Your Own Dream that starts at $5K, $400 a month, $600 a month, all the way up to $800 a month. We have the rank advancement bonuses, which is something that as you rank advance, this is money. I want you to start visualizing that, okay, I've got to get, if I'm not at 20K yet, I've got to get to 20K. If I'm at 20K, I've got to get to Premier. If I'm at Premier, I've got to get to 100K. Visualize this money in your bank account. Visualize already, what am I going to spend that $100,000 on? What am I going to put that towards? Visualize that. The iBonus pool, looking at those pools, understanding how that works, how that happens. And then looking at the global bonus, looking at that. I want to make it a goal that you're going to participate and be in that global bonus pool and participate earning from that global bonus pool every month. You know, at the Premier level. That kicks in at Premier, 100K, 200K, and then the 500K. Now, I just want to point something out here. You know, the shares are determined based on your volume through the representative levels. For example, at Premier shares are based on combined volume from hers or his levels 1, 2, and 3. So that's what you see that when you see the rank Premier, volume is all of the volume. Your shares are determined based on your volume through GV3. At 100K, your shares are determined between levels 1 through 6, and at 200K, levels 1 through 9, and at 500K, I get levels 1 through 9, but I also get additional bonuses from the Power Start as well as the Customer Connect. So those 500Ks, that leadership pay, it really accelerates their paychecks, really accelerates that.
And let me add, that's compressed volume, too,
Yes.
as well. So it's compressed volume.
So you're talking about dynamic compression.
Right.
This is a whole other thing, but this is, this is, again, getting back to the generosity of our compensation plan. This is a volume-based plan. There's no structure requirements. There's no barriers to jump through. There's no hurdles to jump over. You bring the volume, you're going to get a paycheck. And I love that about our compensation plan. None of this, oh, sorry, that was in your power leg. We're not going to pay you on that. You know, this is an incredible opportunity to be able to be part of that. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it is at 7:30. I've got about 4 more slides, but I think that you guys can bear with me just 5 more minutes because I want to introduce you guys to the first ever Xango Business Academy. Now, where's that going to be? That's going to be cool, right? Where's that? That's going to be at the Xango headquarters. Who can attend this? You know, we've got the Gold Premier, we've got the Global Premier coming on in Vegas and convention. I know there's some people. Give a shout out to Team No Sleep, John Pearson. Is already qualified to go to the Global Gold Premier, right? We've got Zach and Kenny, and John's going to be there soon. Yep. So with that, we've got the Xango Business Academy, which is it's available to everybody. You, your team, your prospects. We're looking at this. How can I attend this? I want to, this first part of this, because this is going to be kind of a pilot program, we're going to have you email Kelly A. at Xango.com to register for this. When is it? And I'll explain a little bit more about what it is. It is June 12th through the 13th. The schedule is that we are going to start at 9 a.m. on June 12th here at the corporate offices right here in Lehi, Utah, which is going to be absolutely fun and exciting, right? We've got all of that fun and exciting happening. So what is it? It's in-depth training. It's inspiration. It's growth. What we're going to do is we're going to get in a room, in our training room, in our high-tech training room downstairs, and we are going to go through the compensation plan. We are going to teach you not only about the compensation plan, but we're going to teach you how to train on the compensation plan, how to use the compensation plan as a training tool. We're going to teach you about the power of 3, how the system works, how the tools plug into it, what it does, how it does that. We're going to have doctors and scientists here in the office teaching you about how these products, not only about the science and how they synergistically work together and what they do in the human body, but we're going to teach you the talking points behind each of our products and the different things so that you can become a product expert on all of our products and understand what they do for you. And so when you're out there talking about that, we're going to talk about the marketing. We're going to talk about the promotions. We're going to talk about everything that there is Xango, so that when you walk out of this place, you're going to be a complete Xango expert. You're not only going to understand the system, you're not going to understand the training and the model and the plan and the success plan, the Power 3. You're going to know everything that there is to know so that you can hit the ground running and train us. The cost is...
It's a sales class. I mean, it is absolutely... It's going to be well worth everybody's time. It will teach you in depth. It's amazing.
Yeah,
it's going to
absolutely.
be great. We're really excited about it.
So the cost is $99 per person or $150 per couple.
Right.
What that includes is meals,
Yes.
the training materials, because they're getting a workbook and some of the training materials,
Yep.
some of the marketing pieces that are coming along with that. We've got some fun swag that we're putting together for the event. We're also going to give you $400 of Xango product, because part of the training is actually going to be able to use that product to go out and get that there. So as part of the inclusive in this event is you got to get yourself to Salt Lake. Now, some of us live here, so this is easy, right? Mm-hmm. But some of us are going to have to fly. Some of us are going to have to ride a bike. Some of us are going to get on a bus. There's going to be an expense. We've negotiated some really strong rates, some as low as $89, $99. There's like 7 hotels that are like within 2 minutes walking distance of the
oh, yeah.
here,
right
in our backyard. So you've got to get yourself here to the hotel. Kelly can give you some of those references when you email her this, but it's going to include your meals, training materials, swag. But some of you, because you're going to have to fly here or whatever, you're going to have some expense, hotel, travel. We feel like that's going to be about $400 out of your pocket that you're going to have to pay, roughly a little bit more, a little bit less. So we're going to give you $400 of product. So we're going to teach you in this class actually how to go out and recoup your investment of this event within the next 30, 60 days after this event. So this is huge. Right. Plus, we are going to give you points for the Mercedes drawing. We were just talking about the Drive Your Dream. Right. How many of you guys have dreamed about driving your own Mercedes? We're going to give you points that we're going to put your name in. You're going to get additional points if you already have points in there, but we're going to give you additional points for the car drawing in Vegas.
This is a business expense that you can write off completely on your taxes.
Absolutely.
It's a huge one that benefits you.
Yep.
So,
we're going to start doing these programs every other month, but the first one is kind of a pilot program. We've got the training in place. We've got the tools. We've at all of that. However, we just wanted to limit it to just 30 people in the first. So it's going to be the first come, first serve. Right. Email Kelly A at Xango.com. First come, first serve. Awesome. This is going to be a great event. You're going to up and close and personal. Troy Parker says the Benz is mine, just saying. So I hope that you just bought a one-way Troy because you're so confident that you're going to drive the Benz. make sure you only get a one-way ticket to Vegas.
Yeah.
You're going to want to drive that puppy
You're
home.
on your own.
So with that, we've got the Xango Business Academy, June 12th through the 13th. It's $99 per person, $150 per couple. That includes your meals, training materials, swag, $400 worth of product, and points for the car drawing. And again, it's limited to the first 30 people, right, Kelly?
Yes, but with that, also, can you tell the audience how often we will have these in case they're not able to make it or if the 30 fills up?
So we are going to be doing these every other month. So the next one will be in August. We're looking at doing the second weekend, in the second weekend of August, and so we're just going to continue doing this. And you know, this comes from some of my experience in the past, having done some of these events in the industry. They're not only just for, you know, brand new distributors. They're for people that have been in the business for 12 years. They're going to come and they're going to learn things that maybe they haven't learned. They're going to learn. They're going to see a different perspective. But in addition to that, for $99, just think about that. For $99, a prospect, somebody that's kicking the tires, can come learn everything that there is to learn about Xango.
And get product.
And get product. So for $99, they can come and see and kick the tires. So this is for prospects. This is for the team. This is for everybody. Anybody and anyone who wants to learn about Xango, this is a perfect opportunity to do that. And again, this is, obviously you can tell with that price, the company's subsidizing a big portion of this because we believe in training and building and investing in each and every one of you. Now, again, I got to hit this again. We've had 2 iPad winners.
Yes.
We had Mr. Call, right?
Yes, Chris Call.
Chris Call, and
Linda
then we
Frank.
had Linda Frank. And now we still have somebody in the running. All of those people who are qualified, you purchase the Xalo 3D pack, Xalo 3D Juice pack, and you, hint, 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 you're going to want to be on the call webinar tomorrow night. Check your emails because there may or may not be another Xalo pack introduced. There may or may not be another opportunity for somebody to not win but earn an iPad, hint, hint, hint. But this is how you do it. You buy one of those packs. You plug into the plan. You sponsor 3 new distributors or preferred customers. April, May, we've already had the iPad winners. But the April, May, March, April, May, everybody who qualified is going into a hat, and we will draw for 6 Xango Rush tickets, 3-night suite at the MGM Grand, backstage passes, VIP seating, VIP experience. It's your iPad's fortune and fame. Make sure that you guys are participating in that.
So we'll give away one of those VIP experiences out of everybody who's done that.
Absolutely.
Right on.
Yes. And we have the Live the Life as You Deserve. Kelly, this has been such a fun experience, being able to see all of these people. If you guys haven't seen this, it's already up. The points are already there. If you go to Xango.com, I'm going to have to go to Xango.com, www.xango.com, and then you come right here. You click on the incentive trip. You come down here. You click on click out our list of point leaders, and where you rank, you click right here, and here you go. 920 points from Mr. Chen out of Taiwan. David Ray's already got 865 points. There's Janelle Crane, 610. Edward Coyne, Ed and Sandy, Brenda Cook. I mean, I'm seeing some of these names. There's Chris Collin, iPad winner. You look at it, Terry Manville, David Ray. You know, you look at power players. There's Collie Butler, William Wallace. You look at these names. These are individuals who are earning their way to the trip of paradise. This is going to be the Mexican Riviera. We're going in January. Guys, this is going to be a trip of a lifetime. Make sure, as we're setting those goals and doing everything that we are, that you have your sights set on going to the Mexican Riviera.
People have already earned half of it, and we just barely introduced it.
Yeah, we're into it. What, 2 months now?
Yeah, barely 2 months.
This is a 9-month promotion. You guys have clear till the end of November to qualify for this.
We'll take thousands of you.
We want thousands. Yes, we are going to
paint
paint the beaches orange for sure. Yes, we are going to do that, guys. Make sure that you're working on this. Make sure that it is a goal. Make sure that it is something that you are focused on. We want each and every one of you to be there. If you guys don't know how to do that, again, just go to Xango.com/paradise, and it'll give you all of the trip qualifications and everything that you need to earn your way on the Mexican
Well,
River.
they know how.
They know how.
Let me
They're
tell
doing
you,
it.
they're doing it.
Nice.
They're asking about it.
Well,
so.
we are 10 minutes over, Kelly, so I just want to do my thing, and I want to end with a quote that says, "Your success is determined by how much you can really learn from your failures."
Awesome.
I love that by Joel Brown. And it's true. You know, we can't go into life being afraid of failing. And it's not really failing. It's all about learning. It's all about progressing. Your success is determined by how much you can learn, by the things that you've tried, the things that you've done. You can and will gain success if we just keep picking ourselves back up, keep trying, keep focusing. Don't make excuses because, why, Kelly? It's your time. It's our time. And I know, based on the activity and the energy and the excitement and everything that's going on, and if you guys could sit, I mean, some of the meetings we've been in today, Kelly, and some of the things that we've seen coming, oh my gosh, I am so excited. Yeah, and all of the stuff that's here. Ladies and gentlemen, it is our time, without a doubt. It is definitely our time. So make sure that you're getting in, you're buckling in, you're plugging into the trainings, you're setting the goals, you're doing everything that you need to do. And tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Mountain Time, there's an email that's got out. It's been posted on Facebook. We'll send out another communication tomorrow. Is that correct? We're going to send out another email tomorrow, so check out your emails. But tomorrow night, we will be launching something that I believe is just going to catapult us into the future, catapult us. We are going to build something so amazing, so fun, so exciting. It's the AMP app is here. It's ready. And oh my gosh, looking at some of the things that are on it, I'm still learning it, and I'm still blown away with all of the things that are there. Ladies and gentlemen, it's definitely your time. It's our time, and the time is now. Let's go do it. God bless each and every one of you. Thank you so much for coming on our weekly webinar training. Kelly, thank you for coming on. Yes. I love you, respect you. You are a huge asset to everything great at Xango. And as well as each and every one of you guys, God bless you. Love you all. Have a wonderful night. Thank you, thank you, thank you.